I have an outer body experience when I think about being in the first ever anything. We were crawling, we were walking, we were jogging, we were sprinting, and now we're in the World Cup in 1991. I think preparing for 91 didn't have any structure compared to any other World Cup after that because there was no model, right? There was no example of what it would look like in terms of understanding how big this was and really as the foundational piece of the rest of the future of women's football in the world. It was not well known. You know, we came home from winning a World Cup to one reporter saying, "Hey, where were you?" and us saying, "Oh, we won the World Cup." And they're like, "Ooh, we should do a story on that." It was just a very unique experience with incredibly powerful women. So in that way, I'm overwhelmed, to be honest with you. I have an outer body experience when I think about being in the first ever anything.
The USA are the Women's World Championship winners.
It is really powerful. You look at players like Michelle Akers. She's been voted by male and female players, media, as one of the best players the world has ever seen. And there's no doubt that having been a part of the teams that she's been on, that she had a heavy influence, not just of work rate and love for the game, but the passion and the drive and the unbelievable competitiveness that she played with. And she ends up scoring a goal that beats Norway in the final, which was incredible.
Akers, she scored the winning goal in the Women's World Championship final.
China hosted a final that had 60,000 people, I think, in the stadium. And it allowed for so many other great events to come after it. The World Cup has a gravitas to it. It has a weight to it. And women's football at that time, in the early 90s, didn't really have that. It was really building into 1999 before that happened. The first game that we opened up versus Denmark was at the Meadowlands in New Jersey, where the New York Giants and the New York Jets played. And as we have, you know, we're not used to attention in this manner, to be honest with you. We have a police escort and we're making our way down the turnpike, and now there's all this traffic. And the closer we inch to the stadium, all of a sudden we realize it's not something else that's happening. It's the Women's World Cup that's happening. And this traffic is to come see us play. Coming out of the dark tunnel in that stadium and into the light, it was so brilliant, and the noise was so deafening at that stadium for the first game that I think it changed all of what we thought this could be. And it emphasized how important young girls and women were at that time.